Thursday for Impact Wrestling, because it is going to be on Thursday night when Sting announces whether it's Jeff Jarrett, whether it's Karen Jarrett, who is fired and has to leave this organization. Wow, what we just witnessed here, and at the same time, Jeff Hardy now moves into a World Heavyweight title shot next month at Genesis.
Yeah, that's even the bigger picture, but I really think, my opinion, that Sting putting in this out-of-nowhere curveball, as you said it, this stipulation, and yesterday, I think that it's just been in the brain of Jeff Jarrett, and that screwed him up for this whole thing. I really do, and that's why he lost. I'm telling you. That's my opinion. We're
going to find out Thursday night whether it's Jeff or Karen, which of the Jarretts that's gone for good from TNA. Jeff Hardy moves into the title shot next month at Genesis, and let's talk world title, because that's what's still to come. It's Bobby Roode, it's the phenomenal AJ Styles. It's not just any world heavyweight title match, though. This is Iron Man rules. Sting laid it down. We're going to go 30 minutes, and we're going to find out who the best man, best competitor is, because in that 30-minute time period, it's whoever wins the most falls, pin or submission.
And Mike, you know as well as me, it's going to be a hard-hitting 30 minutes. So, I mean, I really believe it's a toss-up. That's no disrespect to our World Heavyweight Champion, Bobby Roode. I mean, AJ Styles, he has been world champ. He's a Grand Slam champion here in this world of Impact Wrestling. So, AJ knows how to become champ. So, this is going to be crazy.
Taz, earlier tonight, we had pre-match comments from the challenger, AJ Styles. And at this time, let's preview our World Heavyweight title final resolution main event as we send it to JB with the world champion, Bobby Roode.
Thank you very much, Mike Tenay, and AJ Styles certainly fearless going into this, admitting, maybe not admitting that he's 100%, but certainly with the trainer there wrapping up his leg, AJ Styles did not appear to be at 100%. However, he said he is at 200%. My guest at this time, the World Heavyweight Champion himself, Bobby Roode, tonight, set to go 30 minutes, one-on-one with the phenomenal one, AJ Styles. Most pinfalls at the end of the matchup. That man will be the World Heavyweight Champion.
You know, JB, over the last several months, I've been called many things. Robert, Bobby, a #1 contender, a liar, a cheater, pathetic, selfish, the it factor, and my personal favorite, the World Heavyweight Champion. And tonight, after I'm through with you, AJ, I will be known as the king of the Iron Man matches. Sting, you want to throw your authority around and try to one-up me each and every week? Well, keep on doing it. Because the fact of the matter is, on paper, this may favor AJ Styles. But AJ, I will be very, very surprised if you even make it to the ring after I did what I did to you Thursday night. So Sting, keep throwing around your authority. Because in case you haven't heard, I spit in the face of authority. Ask Dixie Carter.
All right, it is the main event. 30-minute Iron Man match is next here at Final Resolution.
The TNA World Heavyweight Champion Bobby Roode's road to Final Resolution has consisted of highs and lows.
From day one in this business, people would come up to me and say, Bobby, you got what it takes to be a top guy, to be a world champion one day. Well, that one day came, and I'm a world champion.
Whatever it takes, Bobby Roode learned from his crushing defeat at Bound for Glory that championship gold could only be raised if he was willing to go all the way.
Was I happy with my performance in the match at Bound for Glory? Yes and no. I was happy that I was able to compete with a guy like Kurt Angle, but I was upset at the fact that I lost to Kurt Angle. It made me realize that in today's society, you have to win at all costs, no matter what.
Real great world champion we've got, huh? A guy that turns his back on his best friends. Wow, what a champ.
I'm sick of AJ. AJ's not the face of this company. Bobby Roode's the face of this company. I'm the freaking heavyweight champion of the world. AJ Styles is jealous. He's always been jealous. It's time to shut his mouth. Shut his mouth. I am the star of the show. AJ Styles only wishes he could be like me.
He wasn't brought up to basically cheat.
Doing the right thing gets you nowhere.
I really don't know what to say anymore.
Roode takes a shortcut and keeps the title.
He's not the one here that has to deal with why is Daddy cheating.
I don't care who I step on. I don't care who I hurt.
Tracy's here with 2 kids, and Bobby's not around.
We've left numerous messages trying to get a hold of him.
I can't even get in touch with him. I try and phone and I don't get a call back.
I am the leader of the selfish generation. I am the it factor of professional wrestling.
You're a selfish person.
Bobby's not seeing how selfish he's been.
When he turned around and spit at me, that was worse than hitting me. I'm sick and tired of the way he's acting. And if he thinks he's going to continue to get away with it, he is sorely mistaken.
It's not even about the world title. It's about Bobby Roode being a freaking...
Why don't we just test the waters at Final Resolution in a 30-minute Iron Man match for the world title?
This is my time. This is my era. And there isn't anything or anybody that's going to get in my way.
The phenomenal AJ Styles takes on Bobby Roode in an Iron Man match for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what we have been building to. Anticipation throughout this Final Resolution pay-per-view event takes us to our main event for the World Heavyweight title. When the man in charge, Sting, granted AJ Styles another shot at the world title, Icon rules that this Final Resolution main event be under Iron Man rules. Most falls in 30 minutes wins it, and I'm curious to see how AJ Styles responds after the knee injury this past Thursday night. Is AJ going to be up to the challenge?
I don't know about that, my man. He walked out here limping, and he's got to put 30 minutes in. Good luck.
From the very moment that Bobby Roode smashed the beer bottle over the head of James Storm, a new side of Roode emerged, a selfish side that not even his own family recognizes or condones.
Yeah, I mean, I understand all that, and I get it. A lot of people are very disappointed in Bobby Roode. But at the end of the day, Bobby Roode is trying to be, in my view, the best professional wrestler he can be, and that means you've got to be the world champion. And he took whatever opportunity, like it or not, shortcut, whatever, and became the world champ. The big picture to me is this is an Iron Man match. It's obvious that AJ Styles is not going to be 100%. He can say it's 200%, I don't care. That's going to be a big target. That knee, AJ's knee will be a huge target to Bobby Roode. It's got to be.
Even the champion referenced that in the pre-match interview with JB. And speaking of Jeremy Borash, we're going to send it to center ring. Set the stage, JB, for this Final Resolution main event.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall and is a 30-minute Iron Man matchup. This is your main event of the evening. When the bell rings, the man in charge, TNA official, Mr. Brian Hebner. And now, live from Universal Studios, Orlando, Florida, Direct Auto Insurance proudly presents your main event of the evening. Introducing, first of all, standing in the corner to my left, he weighed in this morning at 222 pounds and comes to us from Gainesville, Georgia. He is the challenger, the phenomenal AJ Styles. And now, introducing Introducing, standing in the corner to my right. He weighed in this morning at 235 pounds and comes to us from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. He is the current reigning and defending TNA Heavyweight Champion of the World, Bobby Roode.
Leader of the selfish generation, holds that World Heavyweight Championship belt so proudly in the air. These recent actions that we've seen, so uncharacteristic from the Bobby Roode that we've known for so many years, but to me, nothing lower than spitting in the face of our TNA president, Dixie Carter. Just a disgusting display
I agree
from someone who's supposed to be your World Heavyweight Champion. Come on.
I told you, it doesn't matter if you're world champion or not. You don't do that, obviously. You know, I mean, not only is Dixie Carter, the TNA president, she is a lady. I mean, that in itself is, you know, you just don't do that. You don't do that to anyone, lady or man. But Bobby Roode just showing the world it's all about Bobby Roode.
Let's talk about strategy in this World Heavyweight title match, and especially because of the Iron Man rules. This is a marathon. This isn't a sprint.
Yes,
Number one. But it is important to get that first leg up, to get that first pin on the board and gain some momentum in this match.
Oh, I definitely think so. I mean, you don't want to put it in cruise control once you do get a victory. But, you know, if right now, listen, bottom line, the story to me here with this thing is, if you are AJ, you really got to try and prevent that. A drop toe hold, something basic, see? Something basic like that. I've had knee injuries, okay? And anybody who has had knee injuries will tell you, they don't just go away miraculously during a match. You know, it'll linger. So I respect AJ's heart, his toughness. He's not hiding the fact that this knee was getting wrapped up. Bobby Roode beat the living daylights out of that knee this past Thursday.
AJ, however, the first to tell us he's never one of those people who stays on the sidelines with an injury, willing, able to go tonight. The realization that the World Heavyweight title is at stake. We'll keep you apprised of both the time remaining in this 30-minute Iron Man match as well as the score when it comes to pins, whether they be obtained by a pin or a submission.
Well, I would think, you know, I would want to get a submission victory right away, because a submission can wear someone down. You know, wear a guy down either on a, you know, if I'm Bobby Roode, I want to try and go for some kind of a leg bar or something, a figure four, and see what Bobby put in his face, showing age. Look at me, my legs are perfect.
Doing jumping jacks, jumping up and down, anything to try and get inside the head of the phenomenal AJ Styles. I thought it was interesting that Roode said in his pre-match interview with JB that on paper, Iron Man rules would favor an AJ Styles. But then you take into account that vicious attack at the conclusion of this past Thursday night's Impact Wrestling, and all of a sudden maybe that on paper favoritism for AJ is evened up.
Why don't we give Bobby Roode, our World Heavyweight Champion, some credit? It's pretty obvious it was a calculating move this past Thursday. You'll have your opponent go into this 30-minute match with an injury. And that's exactly what I think Bobby Roode did. Hence why he attacked the man's leg so violently and viciously this past Thursday. It's like AJ trying to get out of that top wrist lock, and then from a headlock, gets himself, gets Bobby Roode into a headlock. So again, trying to keep that left, I think it's the left leg of AJ. So AJ's taking a knee, trying to prevent Bobby from grabbing that leg.
Yeah, it was interesting there that even though Roode was in the side headlock, you still saw his hand reaching around to try and see where that left side, that left leg and knee of AJ Styles was at in relation to himself.
That's the key. You brought up something, you said the word see. When you're in a side headlock, most people have never been in a properly applied side headlock. You can't see, you know, so the guy's grip is across your eyes, so it's tough to see.
That same side headlock wears down the champ.
Yeah, this is good for AJ. This is smart here. Keep your leg away.